Welcome to the episode of Locked In. This vlog is going to be doing another unboxing. There's going to be a lot of these coming, by the way, because I have a lot of bike reviews on the way. I'm really excited for you guys because I haven't done a lot in quite a while. This is going to be State's single-speed Warhawk cyclocross bike with the tubeless tire upgrade with the WTB 37C Riddlers. So let's get into it. So let's go over my first impressions of just unboxing it, my thoughts initially, maybe some concerns, and any issues I've had. So let's get into it. First off, aesthetically, I actually really like it. I don't think the pictures online do it justice. I feel like the green is a little more muted, and I didn't even notice this almost ghosted, real subtle decal. Overall, very impressed with the paint quality. There's no craziness with the welds, especially for this price point. Component-wise, I'm actually really impressed with the wheels and the brakes. They seem pretty decent. They're not obviously a high-end Tektro, but the pull on these levers and the feel actually feels pretty good to where I think they should modulate pretty well. As mentioned, I upgraded to the tubeless 37 Riddler tires, so I'm excited to try these out since I typically ride the WTB Nanos, which are definitely more grippy, but these should roll a lot nicer. They do provide you a kit with sealant as well as extra tape, which is great, and valves when you upgrade. Not a fan of how they wrap the bars. I prefer it when they use electrical tape at the end here. Just a preference of mine. The Tektro levers, I definitely have a set of SRAM single-speed levers that if I keep this long-term, I might swap out just because the ergonomics of these. Not sure if I'm going to really like them because I do prefer the SRAM hood shape. I do wish they gave you a barrel adjuster like they do in the front, in the rear, to adjust the rear brake. As far as the initial setup, the rear brakes were actually basically perfect as far as setup goes. The front calipers were really off, so I had to adjust those. That's not a big deal since usually the brakes aren't adjusted at all, so to have at least one done, that's kind of nice. Other thing I didn't know was I need to double check the rear spacing on these wheels because it looks and is dished like a road hub, hence why you have the spacers here, but it's a bolt-on. I've never seen a road hub bolt-on also with a disc brake. I get that this would be a great wheel set if you were going to change to a single-speed disc brake bike, but the front hub doesn't have that. It's a standard road hub. So slightly strange there. I'll definitely report back as far as the spacing goes because typically a single speed is 120mm spacing, but with a cyclocross single speed, a lot of them do use the 130mm like my old All City Nature Boy, which is great because you can use a older road wheel set, which is great if you want to have a spare wheel set for racing or want to run a second set of tires if you want a big slick instead of the knobbies. So you could use this on the street and get a little more speed out of it. And then lastly, the pedals are cheap Welgos, but they do give you a nice metal cage with a pleather toe strap, which is nice. Toe straps are going to be something you don't want to use if you're actually cyclocross racing, but for city riding, this is definitely a nicer upgrade than most that just come with a regular platform. Maybe a plastic cage. And as far as packaging goes, as you saw in the unboxing montage, this definitely seems like it was packed a little bit better than Zach's state bikes that he recently got. So I don't know if I just got lucky or if they have actually addressed the issue. It's definitely still that thin styrofoam, but they do cover it in a cardboard material, which is definitely stronger than just the styrofoam by itself. It's not that thick insulated styrofoam like Aventon's Quixote was boxed in, but it's definitely a lot better than what it seemed like his bike was, as well as it was actually stuffed from the top with extra construction paper, which helped the bike not move around. When I picked the bike up, there was no rattles or shakes, which is great. That definitely minimizes the bike moving around, possibly making a scratch or a mark in the bike. And I don't see, as far as right now, any paint imperfections or issues with the frame. So if you guys have any questions about this bike, drop the comments below. I'm going to definitely upload a first ride impressions as well as a full review later on, so make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on for that. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. All the links are in the description below, so you can see constant updates on what I'm riding, where I'm at, maybe what video's coming next. And thanks for watching another episode of Locked In.